Stunning new videos of police interviews of a Daystar TV couple reveal never-before reported facts in the case of Baby Lamb's alleged abuse and cover-up. As you may know, Baby Lamb refers to the daughter of former Daystar TV Vice President Jonathan Lamb and his wife Suzy Lamb. And as we reported almost a year ago, Baby Lamb told her mother graphic details of her alleged sexual abuse in November 2020. But she didn't reveal her abuser. And according to Suzy, after talking one-on-one the next day to her grandmother, Daystar TV President Joni Lamb, Baby Lamb stopped talking. Then, about 8 months later, on a beach vacation, Jonathan Lamb found a family member in his 5-year-old daughter's bedroom when she was completely naked. Despite this, Jonathan and Suzy say Joni and her late husband, Marcus Lamb, declared this family member innocent to protect the family and Daystar TV. We called that family member Pete in our earlier reporting, but we are revealing Pete's identity because he is named repeatedly in the police interviews you're about to see. Also, one of the police interviews we'll be publishing is an interview between police and Pete. Plus, if you've been following this story online, you already know. Pete is Josh Brown, Director of Business Development at Daystar TV, and the husband of Joni's daughter, Rachel Lamb Brown. To be clear, Josh has never been charged with a crime, and the police investigation involving Baby Lamb was closed last May due to insufficient evidence. At the time, police in Colleyville, Texas, noted that Baby Lamb has not yet had an outcry. This is a statement of her abuse to police. However, they say if she does, they will reopen the case. But starting in January of this year, just 2 months after we broke the story of Baby Lamb, Colleyville police started interviewing witnesses. 2 of those they interviewed were Joni's daughter, Rebecca Lamb Weiss, and her husband, Jonathan or J.W. Weiss. In the first interview you're about to see, Rebecca and J.W. recount some disturbing incidents they witnessed between Josh Brown and Baby Lamb. These incidents were listed in a letter J.W. composed in 2021 and sent to a family friend, Denise Boggs of Living Waters Ministry. And despite their alarming nature, J.W. and Rebecca seem very tentative about their suspicions concerning Josh in the first interview. But in the second interview, their tune changes dramatically. That's because between the first and second interviews, the couple rereads J.W.'s 2021 letter. And they talk to a key witness, Joni's cleaning lady, Sylvia, who they discovered witnessed what happened on the beach vacation. Joni has claimed that Josh went to Baby Lamb's bedroom because Baby Lamb's brother invited him there to see the city view from a window. But Suzy claims she told her daughter to get changed into her bathing suit, and then Josh followed the girl upstairs. Sylvia tells us which narrative is true. Plus, Sylvia reveals an incident with Josh never revealed before. So this is an eye-opening set of interviews, and you'll want to watch them both. But before we go to those, I should mention that Jonathan and Suzy obtained video of these interviews with a public information request. They then gave them exclusively to the Roy's Report, and they issued the following statement explaining their decision. From the very beginning of this journey, after much prayer, God made it clear to my wife and me that we were to shine light into the darkness and trust Him with the outcome. With fear and trembling before the Lord, we chose to obey, and through it all, He has remained faithful. These police interviews are part of a process that began last year. We have not followed the opinions of man, but at great personal cost, have chosen to do what God asked of us in sharing our story with Julie. When Rebecca and J.W. did their first interview, they questioned our motives, unaware of the difficult year we had endured. After Suzy was fired, she felt led to cut off contact with everyone at Daystar and to quiet her heart before the Lord. During that season, we were slandered, lied about, tracked, accused of extortion, and humiliated at every opportunity. Through it all, we stayed on our faces before God, asking Him to lead us with clean hands and pure hearts. Any claim that we were parents who did not care is completely false. We had multiple conversations with the detective and prayed fervently for justice throughout the process. In their second interview, Rebecca and J.W. spoke the truth, and our hearts are full of gratitude for their courage and boldness. We continue to trust God with the outcome of this entire situation as we remain obedient to His call. So here are the 2 interviews between Rebecca Lamb Weiss and her husband J.W., and Colleyville Police Detective Nick Garcia. Also in the room is Daystar attorney Michael Heskell of Johnson, Vaughn, and Heskell.
Sorry about missing you a few times.
It's all right.
Yeah.
There's a body cam. I got to record that.
You just go ahead and walk over there. Yeah, sit over there and I'll just sit. Is it better how you want it? Yeah,
However you want to do it. Usually I like to let people that obviously aren't detained or arrested be close to the door. So,
Okay.
let's start this. How's your day going so far?
That's okay. How about you?
Yeah, it's all right. Busy.
Yeah.
3-day weekends are always terrible. You know, we come back and 3 days.
I know.
There's only 3 of us back there, so. I mean this with all due respect. All I know about you guys is what I hear on the media stuff. So
Okay.
tell me a little bit about yourselves.
Sure. Go ahead, Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca.
I'm pumping, by the
Ladies
way,
first.
so I have a baby.
I'm very familiar with that.
Okay. I
was not. I asked her.
I felt so
what was
awkward.
that?
I was like, it's a timing thing, you know.
Yeah, it's not.
I was actually thinking you don't try to record this. I was, wait a minute, what do you want this? No, I thought.
Yeah, recorded him.
No, go ahead.
No, we've been married for almost 7 years. We have 3 kids, 5-year-old, 2 boys and a girl, 5, 2, and 8 months. What else do we say about ourselves? I'm the youngest in the family. He's from California. I've been here my entire life. My joke is that I've never been able to get out of here. And yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm from California. Met Rebecca, we dated long distance, got married in 2018, and wanted to move to Texas. I always tell Rebecca that I feel like I was a Texan born in California, so always felt an affinity for the place. And yeah, raising our family here, and love the Lord, work in ministry full time.
Well, it's always a good thing when you guys live in Colleyville, and I've never met you guys before. So it's
Yeah.
almost always a good thing. So,
Yes.
you guys got any questions for me before we start? It'll be very quick and painless. And
I don't think I have questions. I'm just grateful to you reach
Yeah.
out because we've wanted to do the right thing the whole time this stuff has been going on from the very beginning, and so literally the last thing that we had felt, was what if we talked to somebody at the police department and we didn't even know how to do that, so we appreciate
And
it.
then he reached out to us. We're like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's good timing.
well, yeah, I would have done it a little sooner, but I guess I kind of had the feeling like, of course it was inaccurate. I kind of had the feeling that you guys just didn't want to talk to me. So I relayed messages, but after I asked you, when was the last time you talked to Jonathan and Suzy, you said 18 months or so.
Yeah.
Like, okay, y'all did.
They cut us off hardcore.
Yeah. They cut us off, and they didn't even tell us they were cutting us off. They just cut
But
us
what's
off.
bizarre is if you go online and look at like that, they make it seem like, that they didn't do that or that they're waiting for us to help them in some way.
And I actually ran into him in person for the first time in
Yeah.
a year and a half, and he said nothing to me. I had to engage conversation with him, and he never said, "Can you speak out?" or nothing.
Same
He
here.
acted like
I ran
nothing was
into him
wrong.
actually at F45.
It was so
Yeah,
weird.
he works out with you there?
I mean, we used
It's
to
so awkward.
We used to go together for a long time, and then obviously when he decided that we were the enemy or whatever, so I ran into him there, and he just looked at me and didn't say anything, and I was like, "Hi," and then he said hi back, and that was it.
Didn't say anything like,
No.
"Hey, will you
Never.
call so okay."
No.
I think I said, "How's it going?" He was like, "Going good." I was like, "All right."
Well, he can obviously vouch for it, but because the accusation was made, if there's an NDA saying you can't talk about a sexual abuse of a child, that's
There's not.
negated.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
That was the accusation.
The
so-
NDA, I don't even remember. I'm sure we can get you a copy of it. It's very
Yeah, I'm sure.
corporate.
Basic.
Don't go online and slander your org. If there's secrets, or not secrets, sorry. If there's, proprietary information,
stuff,
as any business,
Yeah.
as this company, anyone has, that's to remain proprietary. That's it. That's the NDA. The only reason we never said anything is because there was nothing incriminating that we could report that we knew of, and we're not going to go online and play, slander with a bunch of online people. We've always submitted everything to leadership, not only the family but organizationally, and that's all you can really do. And to the parents too.
And I don't trust them for a lot of different reasons.
You gotta clarify them, because there's a lot of...
Jonathan and Suzy,
Okay.
I don't trust Jonathan and Suzy, even though I was close to them. And one of the reasons why I don't even trust their motives in this, of course I don't know their motives, is if you really believe he did something, you sat on that for a whole year and a half or however long and you didn't tell us, and we have a daughter, that to me was a huge red flag. You know, because if you care about justice and you care about protecting kids, why was it more important to you to sabotage and do your sneak thing than to come warn us as parents when we've always tried to like look out and do the right thing and care? You know what I mean? That just didn't make any sense to me.
Okay. So obviously you guys have read all the stuff online, right?
Not all of it.
There's quite a bit. I'm pretty...
For the protection of my own health, because
probably
it's really
seen
upsetting
60%
to
of
me.
it.
Yeah.
It was really upsetting for me.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot out there, a lot of stuff that, I mean, you guys will read it and really, that's ridiculous, because I do some of that too, you know. But it's one of those things where it could be seen in both ways. That's why we need every bit of information we can get.
Yeah.
That's why we're here right now.
Yeah.
You guys are a big part of the missing puzzle for me, so, because I actually haven't talked to you guys.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So, a lot of the common recurring things we mentioned, you guys on the reports and stuff and the blogs and whatever, was that you guys had wrote a letter or email talking about concerns for Josh or something?
Yeah. I wrote like a...
Not really a
Not really,
letter.
like, more like a brainstorm of like what I've witnessed, and like my concerns, and just what I found was alarming.
What kind of stuff was alarming?
The behavior of Josh towards, like, I saw him, you know, force himself on her to kiss her in the green room setting on 2 separate occasions, and both time I was just like, ooh, you know, just why is he doing that? And I just went and told parents, Jonathan and Suzy, I was like, hey, just so you know, I saw this. Well, one time Suzy was sitting there,
She was there.
and I was like going like this, like, Suzy.
We were like, hey.
She was like, you know, double the distance from where you are to me, and I was like, and she was kind of pretending like, I don't know what that was. She was pretending like
She wouldn't say anything.
she couldn't see me, which I was doing this. I'm not small, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not a big room. So, you know, I don't know what that was, but that was one instance where I saw him like grab her and her trying to shrivel, you know, kind of how kids like, you know, and him force a mouth-to-mouth kiss. And then a separate occasion, I was very close. I was like, this distance. I was sitting at a fridge with my back, and he was coloring at the table. And he came in and was asking for a kiss, kind of like this, and he grabbed her by the face and did a lip kiss on her there. And that was the one that I was close. You know, when you're like 2 feet away from it, I like wanted to like freak out. It was weird, you know.
It's weird, like a not blood uncle.
Yeah.
with someone's
Exactly.
kid. Okay, I get you.
And even just anyone, like, I don't know. I wouldn't kiss. I
We're
mean, I
very
kiss my
protective
kids, but-
people. We're protective people. We love our knees.
Yeah.
You know,
I've
and so we
freaked-
deferred to the parents. We just said, hey, like, you know.
And I didn't know, maybe their boundaries were different, you know, maybe like Jonathan and Suzy liked their kids being loved on in that way by Josh and Rachel, so it's like, you know, yeah, and since then when this story's come out and I've shared my perspective, you know, Rachel says like, oh, I kiss them all the time like that and stuff, and so kind of like, okay, like, whatever, that's y'all, you know. Again, it's just, I thought it was really weird,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
And that was at the, they call
That was
it
The
green
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 room,
room,
which
yeah,
is like
it's
the
like
common
a
area.
Family area.
Yeah.
People are always coming in and out. It's like right above the studio where we film, so that's where most people like hang out.
How big is that room?
It's not big.
It's like,
Is it like this room or?
no.
No, it's bigger.
I
I'm
would
so bad
say-
with measurements.
No, it's about the size of my living room, so it's like 30. 12.
Oh, God.
It's 12.
Stop.
No, it's like 30
Someone else
by
do
40
it.
feet.
Okay.
You know, it's
Yeah.
deep, like.
Yeah. Well, just short of giving you the tour and saying, does this room match or does this?
Yeah, exactly.
You can see anything in
You
that room.
can see anything from
One
any
room.
angle, but I was literally this close the first time, and the second time double that distance. And Suzy was next to and Josh, and she was pretending like it wasn't happening.
Yeah,
And
I remember
so-
she didn't say anything.
Why is the other guy, why is the in-law the one who cares. Like, you know, that's, so I was just kind of like, whatever. I told Rebecca that night, I was like, didn't I? Or,
Yeah, we were like, why didn't she do anything?
yeah, because I would have been like, hey, don't kiss my kid.
Yeah.
Don't touch my kid,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. It is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, not necessarily legal.
Right, and what am I going to
No.
go to Detective Nick and say, hey, I saw this guy hug this kid, you know?
I get a lot less. Yeah, so I always throw out the story of, we had a lady calling about pine cones in her yard. So, because this, you know, perspective for you.
Colleyville.
Well, she's got a pine tree in her yard too, but these are hers, these are not.
What? Are you kidding?
I know, that's, so, I get it all. So,
Gosh.
Wow.
yeah, so good wordplay to get out of
Yeah.
that right there, so. I guess the green room is just like a staging area, or is it actual
No.
use for like?
It's
media?
a executive,
It's like a living area, common area.
yeah,
There's a
in between our
fridge,
shows, so we're a network, so
Yeah.
we have shows all day.
It's connected to the
So
garage.
people are there before, doing hair and makeup,
Mhm.
grabbing a drink, and then after show, hair and makeup, having lunch, going back down, that kind of thing, yeah.
It's like a fancy break room.
Yeah, it's a break room.
Exactly.
Yeah, not even fancy, just, it's a break room called a
Okay.
green room, yeah.
Yeah. I guess, how long ago would this have happened, do you think?
2018 or, no, 2019 or 2020? I don't know.
So
When did the beach thing happen?
It was 20.
Is the beach thing
Beach thing is
2021?
2021.
Okay,
was it
so-
2020 or
I
2021?
believe it's 2021.
Okay.
It was probably
Talking about
2020
Florida.
then.
Yeah,
Florida.
Florida, yeah.
I believe it's 2021.
You indicated before to me that it was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, yeah, that was my next question. Like,
Yeah.
So around 2019, she'd be like 3, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to even remember everything.
It's really hard and like, so long ago.
I guess circling back to that letter, was it an email or a letter?
It was, I think
It's
it was
like a Google Doc.
like a note.
That I wrote out. It's like, this is the things this is the timing that I've, you know, in the stuff that we've observed or I've observed that is strange and alarming and, you know, that sort of thing.
Okay, was it just the 2 instances of the kissing, or is it something else?
I mean, there's other things too.
The in 2020, yeah, that was 2020, when he said she walked in on me naked.
Yeah,
Yeah. Was that?
it was weird.
That
Those
wasn't,
two
that
incidents-
wasn't the Florida thing, though, right?
No, that was a different
That was
Florida.
the year before.
In Florida.
So that, the 2 things, and then the other Florida.
The year
and then
before,
that's everything.
So there's 2 things in Florida, I guess.
Mhm.
One 2020, one 2021. Okay. 2020 is when he said she walked in on him,
Mhm.
and 21 is when he was allegedly watching her change her.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I would frame that.
Okay. That actually makes a lot more sense to me. So, let's see. You think that you guys still have a record of that Google Doc or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think I'll be able to get it? Copy of it?
Yeah, we'll get that.
Okay. Yeah. No rush. So,
I can do Jerry now.
you
I don't know how to.
Can you email it to you, I guess?
should
or
be able to. Yeah. I think.
Can you do that
Sure.
from your phone?
Yeah.
Do you want it CC to you?
Yeah, if you don't mind. If
Sure.
you can just give him that and just CC it.
Sure.
Okay.
Again, it's nothing like formal. It was just kind of
Yeah,
like,
but-
you know, this is.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share it. It was like, these are the things that we're in this family, right? And these are things that we have seen that we're concerned about, you know. And so it was just written out. I don't know. I never thought that it was going to see the light of day.
Well, this-
It is.
You were gathering your thoughts because we
Yeah, I
were
really
like
was.
we were trying to figure out, is there like was this an accident or is there like, because we care
Yeah.
about her, we care about our kids. I mean,
And
we just
at
took
the
it
end of the day,
seriously.
despite like Josh's character and the way he's treated my wife and I,
Yeah.
and like our family,
And our
we
own
have been, you know, professional and loving in the sense that we could have gone online and smeared him and like jumped on this a long time ago.
because he's wronged us.
But because we've never seen anything incriminating, we just kept it between us and the professionals, you being one of them. And so it's like,
Because it's like, I don't know for sure if he did
that's
or
one of the
not.
worst things you can be accused of.
And so I'm
and not
like,
be.
if you tell the whole world and it's not true, that's wrong.
That's one of those things. I'm not here to. My job is not to find the people and make them go to jail or anything. My job is to hear everything, and if they're innocent, prove they're innocent. If they're guilty, prove they're guilty.
Yeah.
That's it. So, I mean, it's 50-50 thing. So.
And we want to know
I feel 50-50 on
the
this.
truth. We want to know the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah.
Well, this part of it is, that letter keeps as a recurring theme. So I wouldn't be any good at my job if I didn't even ask about it.
I guess my
Yeah.
request would be,
His email, he says, yeah.
Yeah.
if I do, or when I do send it, can we just agree to keep it private? Because the last thing I want is another thing online being sensationalizing, but I'm happy that.
So the information that was released for the previous report, that was given to the parents. So the parents took that and released it against my wishes. And I didn't even know they did it.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even know they released anything until I started getting calls from
And that's what I don't want.
I understand.
Yeah. But I'm happy to help you in your
Yeah.
investigation, because I too want the truth, honestly. I have a daughter, and
Yeah.
this is, very intimate to my life. But I just don't want to further cause a storm or a swirl or a web of stuff online and all that.
Well, so I don't release anything to me, and as long as if it's suspended, active, or anything, if it's not closed, they can't release anything anyways. We're getting daily calls from all over people in Canada, people in other
Yeah.
countries calling saying, "I want the police report." We can't get it. Just for background, there was a previous incident back at Compass Church back in 20
Yes.
that was reported. So that case was closed for a while. I'm sure you guys were aware of that. That's how they got that report. It isn't closed.
Okay.
But I can't.
So when this case closes, or if this case closes,
stuff
then-
is open to public record, that's what I'm getting at. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. So I'm not gonna lie to you and say, no,
Yeah.
I'll just hold it onto it for everything. Everything I document is open to record eventually if
Yeah.
everything gets impounded. So I guess consult with him, see what.
Well, here's the thing, and this is what you all told me at your home, that you wanted a thorough investigation, right?
Yeah.
In order for this have some closure.
Yeah.
This is the man to do it. I mean, that's why he has to ask for it.
Yeah.
That's up
Yeah.
to you all as to, I guess, the collateral consequences of that would be,
Yeah.
That fallout, eventually this becoming.
I mean, there's nothing in the Google Doc that's not true. It's just a matter of
Yeah,
like,
it's what we
A lot of this
saw
is-
and it's our
a lot of
thoughts.
this is opinions and things
Yeah.
too that
No.
he puts in there,
it wasn't for public consumption.
Yeah.
It was
So,
our
yeah.
concern, and it was kind of gathering all of our thoughts. Like, okay,
That's
these are
right.
all the things. Let's put it down.
Let me do it this way. I think it's probably better to do it this way, just to prevent the fallout, if you will. What you observed and saw, why don't we get that and give to Detective
That's
Garcia without all the other commentaries? You have a lot of commentary.
Yeah, because it was never meant to be something.
Yeah,
for someone.
and so there's a lot of commentary and opinions.
You're good
And
at that.
It
Yeah.
was
so-
putting all your thought.
I don't care if you didn't like the Diet Coke in the video.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
Let's do it that way. Why don't you?
Okay, cool.
Here's what
I'll
I
work
need
on
you
it.
to do. Email it to me first.
Okay.
Let me go through it and take all the commentary out and observe. For instance, one you put in there, I'm just thinking about him holding the kids in the pool.
Yeah.
You thought that was weird how
I
he
did,
held
yeah.
the kids in the pool, but
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he was just holding the kids in the pool. He thought
He was being like an airplane, with his hands underwater, and I just remember thinking, like, why is his hands underwater with those kids?
All the kids. So that was one I just remembered. But there could be a couple of others. So let me have him give it to me.
Yeah.
I'll forward it to you, minus all the commentary and opinions, etc. Okay. That work?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really just interested in the stuff relevant to this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I'm joking about the Diet Coke thing, but if you have gripes with Daystar,
Yeah.
with all due respect, I don't care about Daystar and this whole thing. I just care about Ari. So,
Us too.
Us
We
too.
really care about. And I feel like at the end of the day, she's been the biggest.
Victim.
Yeah, in the sense that, I mean, whether or not something happened to her,
Yeah,
this is
it's-
gonna haunt her for a long time.
It
Because
is.
the internet, and so, and like, why are they doing it publicly like this is ridiculous to me. But
Yeah, and I agree with you that way that she's the victim of this whole thing. So,
Yeah.
Regardless if she was a victim
that's
of
why-
assault or not, and
Yeah.
whatnot. So.
When we saw the things that we saw, whether or not they were just creepy and weird, or we just went and told the parents immediately, because like that's what I would want someone to do
Yeah.
if somebody saw something.
Exactly.
When you have kids.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't
my-
be as level-headed as you, but
I don't think I was.
I don't know if he'll be level-headed.
Yeah.
It just wasn't our
He,
kid.
It wasn't my
as
kid.
an
So we
example,
had-
he told me if he saw anyone, his daughter like that, then he would
He
be
would have
criminal
gone ballistic.
defense attorney.
Yeah.
But he's not our kid. We defer to the parents,
I
and
wanted their respect there. Maybe
my-
they were cool with that.
Well, no,
Boundary
my
wise.
brother, my brother eventually came to us and said, I don't know if he did something or not, but I'm forgiving him and I'm dropping it.
really.
Yes. That's one of the reasons why we didn't, that's one of the reasons why we're like, okay, if you're letting it go, we haven't seen anything incriminating, there's nothing we can do. You're the parent, if that's your choice, we have to respect that.
And he told you that the same, told you
Yeah,
the
he
same
told me
thing?
Did it more than
Separately.
once.
Because I remember going to him and I said something along the lines of like, "You really don't think Josh did this?" And he said, "I don't know, but I know that I prayed over him, and when I prayed over him and forgave him, I felt that something break off of me." That's a direct quote. "I felt something break off of me, and I'm moving on from that."
Yeah, and when I asked him, I was like, are you going to pursue this or he said, I don't know if he did it or not, but I forgive him regardless, and I'm letting it go. So, I'm like, okay, that's his decision.
I was going to keep going around saying that Josh was weird. The dynamics of the family are already terrible.
That's
So-
part of the thing too, is the interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
Well, you guys work and y'all live really close to each other, so that's.
That'd be cool if we all got along.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we would want.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's been rough.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, especially with the little one too.
Yeah.
Can't be easy.
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess most of the details I got about you guys, or questions I have about you guys, is from all the information that's being just shot out there.
Sure.
One of the things that was mentioned repeatedly was you guys don't allow Josh at the house. Is the kind of the same thing because he's just weird.
Yeah, because one of the things that he would do is he has been really bad to us through the years, and he would treat us one way when my sister was there or my mom was there, and then when no one was there, he would be, when they were there, he would be decent to us, and when no one was around, he would be mean. And I saw him be that way with my kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my kids are
And
not
it confused
dealing
our
with that
kids.
kind of behavior.
Yeah.
And I'm super protective of my kids anyway. And we didn't have a friendship, so there was no reason for him to come to our house. But I don't trust him.
But then after the allegations came out from
That was
then it was like, yeah, you're just not allowed here.
Yeah, that was enough for us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't.
But there was other reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's a jerk and.
Yeah.
You don't think he's treating your kids right? if you're
Correct.
around, okay.
We caught him like being mean to our son once when he didn't know we were looking.
He
know,
has manipulative behavior.
And I was just kind of like, I don't want to deal. I don't
I've
want my
caught
kid
him
to deal
lying.
with that. So it's one thing to be mean to me and Rebecca and I as adults. That's like just not tolerable in a professional environment, in my opinion. But you're not going to do things to my kids.
Yeah, that's where I dropped the
That's
line.
Not going to happen.
My kids aren't going to have to deal with that kind of back and forth behavior where 1 second you're nice and then you flip on a dime. And then so it's one of the reasons why I don't trust him.
Okay. That clarifies it for me.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Trying to picture the notes real quick.
And because of the allegations too.
It was a
Yeah.
combination.
That was I guess before, and then the allegations kind of said, okay, he's just not over the house anymore.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't think they ever really came over.
They never came over.
Prior-
We're not friends.
We never were friends. They very
No.
much didn't like us.
Kept their lives private.
Yeah, very much secretive. They really cozied up to Jonathan and Suzy because they saw like Jonathan and Suzy as like the next ones to lead, and so they very much wanted to be like as close to that as they could. And I think that's part of why they were so into their kids.
Like Rachel and Josh try to be really buddy-buddy with Jonathan and Suzy. We
Yeah.
speculated is it because he was mean to them and then he flipped.
So yeah, I forgot about that.
He sowed a lot of division in our family.
Okay.
And that's something that's not being talked about online. But I personally feel like he has narcissistic tendencies.
Okay. Yeah,
But
there's
I don't know, I'm not a psychologist, I can't
I'm not
diagnose
either.
him.
Not either, but every now and then you meet somebody, I'm not saying it's him, but every now and then you meet somebody, who's like,
Yeah.
that dude's got issues. But,
Yeah.
so, I guess in the Florida house thing, second time, 2021, one of the reports or blogs online said that you guys were upset because you weren't part of a family meeting or something.
Not upset, just kind of like whatever. We were outside when the whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Jonathan Lamb flew the door open. He was beat red. We were outside by the pool with
Our son. We only had him
And
at
he
the
said,
time.
it's all going down right now. I caught Josh. And we walked in, and Josh is chasing Jonathan around the house saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And Rachel's screaming, and Susie's screaming, and then
They all went and
they
met.
all went down to meet in the
We
basement.
were like, we want to be a part of this because we're part of this family.
That was it, yeah.
But
should we be there? It's kind of like, should we talk this out or figure this out? And
Yeah,
they just told us to stay away.
We've always cared. And the thing is, too, is that
Yeah.
when all of that went down with someone went upstairs, because there's different versions of that, I have no idea what actually happened because both of us were outside with Asher.
Yeah,
and that
that's
was
true.
part of the problem, too.
And how there's two totally
I just
different
believed
narratives.
Susie.
You know, there's the city view and this,
Yeah.
there's one view that Rachel shared and one view that Susie shared.
Susie
At the
says
time-
he deliberately went up, and then the other version is it was an
No,
accident.
Susie says that he went into a trance and his eyes
black
were dark,
eyes,
and
yeah.
then he followed her up the room, and she raced to get Jonathan, and he dropped his toothbrush and sprinted up the stairs and caught Josh staring. And then the other version would be, Israel, the son, wanted to show Josh the city view when they went up together to look at the city view, and then nothing changed. So there's two totally different spins on the same thing.
And we have no
And
idea.
we don't know. Honestly, don't know because we weren't in the room. You can't.
No,
really-
we only saw the after events where my brother immediately came and found us because we were close to Jonathan and Susie. You know,
Okay. You sound like chaos.
Yeah.
it was chaos,
Yeah.
and this whole thing has been chaos.
I know you're gonna hate me for this, but is it okay if I go pee real quick?
I do every time.
Sorry.
Part of this
Where do I go,
situation-
detective?
He goes
straight past
pee.
those, past
Oh
those
man, I'm
windows.
supposed to be doing this, right?
Listen,
I'm the old man
I
here.
drink like 4 of those.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the story of my life. It's the story of our marriage. Every time in an important situation, I'm like, you just leave me alone so you have to go pee. But yeah, it's just been awful. It sucked,
Yeah, family stuff is, that's what it boils down to. I mean, I think we talked about it before. It's
Yes.
family issues right now.
Yeah, and we have our issues. We have our own toxic dysfunctions. And me and him, we've just always tried to do right by people. We've always asked for, our family to move forward and become healthier and break those toxic cycles,
I mean, he picked a good time to go, I guess, huh?
I'm pretty much
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You got any questions or anything for me, or anything I should know about off the top of your head? I'll ask him the same thing when he gets back.
Not anything else that I can think of. Just, I want to know the truth.
Me too.
I just don't know if is there a way that it can be found out?
Ultimately, I can't do that with what I have right now. Ultimately, it's going to be a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, keep praying.
I will.
Yeah, keep praying. And try to stay together.
So yeah, you got your family, and I've
Yeah.
told this to other people too, like a bunch of nobodies, you got your big family, but this is your family,
Yeah.
you and your 3 kids.
Sorry, thank you.
He was like, a good time to get, because he's
Yeah.
like, I'm basically done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked her already, I guess you got any questions for me, or you think there's anything I should know
No,
about?
I just really want the truth on this one.
Pretty much the same.
Okay.
We're in agreement.
Yeah, y'all together on
We
this.
want the
yeah.
same
Yeah,
thing.
I hate the way it's gone down, and I even feel bad for you and how you probably have
Being
been.
dragged into all of
Because
this.
we all kind of feel like we're dragged into something that. But at the end of the day, if it was abused by him, that needs to come out, in my opinion, and it
Yeah.
needs to be dealt with properly.
That's what we've been
And,
praying
that's
for.
what we desire. And then if it wasn't, then I'd be clarity on that, so that we could move forward and try and restore this family, because it's really
Trying
a
to work
broken
things
family.
out. Yeah.
So, you shoot me that email.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll get that to you, Detective, as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Get that done.
Okay. I guess, what do you guys, I know it's a dumb question, what do you guys think about the whole thing? Like, what, you think there's an angle for somebody,
Yeah.
or, okay, what?
No?
Oh, I don't know.
With Jonathan and Suzy, right?
Oh, anybody, I guess, I mean.
I think there's two angles, so yeah, go ahead, you do yours first.
Well, we had some friends tell us that my brother's, like, one of the things he's trying to do through all this is he's trying to become president.
Mhm.
So, it's not just, everything that he's doing, it was intentional. And I know for a year, however so, he was conspiring, he was doing that.
Yeah, and if he really thought that his daughter was touched, he shouldn't have, like, just buried that until it was time to suit him and his career. You know, he should have gotten that addressed. So I don't know if they actually think that, honestly, as much as they just might, like, they can use this to bring down his mom, which is terrible. Terrible.
And like
It's just so mean, but-
I said, I question their motivations in the protection of a child, because why did you try to protect our kids?
They don't care about our kids. It's the bottom line.
Or they don't really.
If they did, like, if you had a brother-in-law, like, you know, they would come and tell you if they did something you should look at, or
Or
didn't
it would
actually happen.
ruin it would threaten his plan.
Yeah, because we would have just said, "Oh, what are you doing?" You know, we wouldn't, because we're not dysfunctional. We're functional. So I mean, I think that there's that angle, and then on the other side of it is like, I don't understand why Josh has been so weird about hiding things from everyone. You know, if you're innocent, just come out and say, like, let's get this over with. But to me, it's been all mishandled, mismanaged.
Yeah.
Say hiding everything for everybody, like the family, like not telling you guys what's going on, or?
Yeah, we don't know hardly anything. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I just feel like we
Out of the
didn't-
loop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much out of the loop.
Okay.
We're like the furthest. We're like the bottom of the barrel. No, really.
Don't put it that way.
Not in the eyes of the Lord. We really value it.
Not
I'm
in the
telling
eyes.
you, in the family, we are the bottom.
Well, looking outside in, I think that's where you want to be right now. So.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's a good point, too.
That's a good point.
It can be-
Yeah.
And we just want to do, honestly, this whole time, we've always just tried to do the right thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Always.
so grateful that you reached out to us, because, like,
'Cause I was
I
like,
feel like that was probably the last kind of bucket
Thing that we could do.
is, like, talk to somebody completely outside that is a detective that can investigate and, like, tell us what, you know, because in the day we've never witnessed a crime, we just felt and seen all these weird things, and we've dealt with not a predator, but what is he like? Is he? I mean, he's
been abusive.
he's terrorized
He's been
us for
abusive,
years,
yeah.
and so it's like, anytime we've tried to raise anything, it's always been like,
our concern.
yeah. So
Yeah. Okay. So it just kind of sucks that he's in the family now, right?
totally.
Exactly.
Okay. Nah, I get it. Yeah, I got a family like that too.
I think everyone
Don't we
does,
all?
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We all.
I think everybody does. You know.
Yeah, don't we all?
That's it for me. I appreciate you guys taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you,
Anything
Detective.
Yeah, if y'all have any questions,
Yeah.
you got my.
I told you.
Oh.
Is there
Yeah.
everyone's like, he needs to be investigated. That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at everything.
Yeah.
So,
So it is happening.
yeah, it is. So that's part of the frustration. I can't just, no matter how much I want to, I can't go and to each one of these. We're getting letters, emails, phone
I
calls.
can
all
only
kinds of stuff,
imagine because we're getting it
Yeah.
too.
We're getting it
Yeah,
too.
okay.
Yeah.
And
Every
people,
You're getting your personal?
Oh, yeah.
Personal- Yeah, because Jonathan Lamb gave
My
out
own
my
email
cell phone
and my cell phone.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know.
So
that.
yes,
the
but
same-
never talked to us.
same online terrorists that are
Gave our
harassing.
numbers to reporters. I just got an email the other day. It's just been nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's crazy.
Wow.
We'll just refer them to him, or
Yeah,
just-
really?
We just
I didn't know you were
we're
getting-
not talking to him basically because
Onslaught.
there's nothing to
No.
gain or help or do. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's tedious if you guys got a lot of contacts, but what I tell people with stalking and harassment cases is get a new phone number. Don't give
Yeah.
it to Jonathan and Suzy.
Right.
Yeah.
And that way it'll stop right there.
Yeah.
But we're getting all kinds of weird stuff coming out. People bringing up stuff that allegedly happened in Australia, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, people running with it online.
Did you tell
just
him about
search
that?
it, so. stuff we're getting, besides the reporters, are people seeing the reports on YouTube or on the blogs and calling us and trying to give us information that's from those YouTubes and the blogs. So
Yeah.
it's like third party, fourth party stuff.
Okay.
They see it and they're like, I got all these tips for you. Okay, we have YouTube too. We see that stuff. So and just the term Australia came out and said there's stuff needs to be investigated for in Australia. Well, I'm in Texas, Tarrant County. I'm a little guy here, so. But I was that's just trying to tell you the scope of the whole thing.
I know.
And that is, I've been doing this long enough where it's not inherently
Yeah.
evil.
Correct.
If he did it.
Right.
So it's just one of those things. So that was something that, what you told me is not something that's alarming to me.
Yeah. And I don't even know if he
Yeah.
did that or not. It was
Yeah.
just, it's like, well, that was second, I don't know what party that would have been, because I wasn't even in that conversation. I just heard about that conversation. But that's literally everything I can think of.
I appreciate it.
What?
Okay, well, thank you, Detective. Appreciate it.
You guys
Good.
think of anybody else I need to talk to? Feel free to reach out to me.
Okay.
With you?
Okay, you got it? Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks,
meet
Nick.
you.
Appreciate
Nice
you,
to meet
man.
you.
And I'll get that to you. Susie gets that to me.
Sure,
and
I appreciate it.
Go through that. Okay, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Bye-bye.
That was still, I don't have my little recorder, but I'm gonna turn this one on. I have to on tax reasons.
So that's everything you wanna see right here. Okay. So here's a copy. Well,
So just
Jonathan generated.
Context.
context around this. This was written in, I guess it would be 2021,
It was after the
and
incident.
it was never something that was to ever see any public face. It was literally me and trying to get my mind around the fact of, you know, these things that we witnessed. This event in Florida had happened, and it was so dramatic and like kind of seared in everyone's memory. And then all of a sudden, like, Marcus and Joni said, Josh is innocent. He hasn't done anything. So it was just literally like, I would call it like a brainstorming document.
Yeah.
So that as you read it, it's just like, it's not like a well written anything.
Yeah.
But
Like it's not
it's been
spell checked,
mentioned
it's
so
not grammar
much
checked.
that
Yeah. No, yeah.
But it's you getting all your thoughts out and really trying to make sense of everything.
yeah.
So you're talking about, so it says, ooh, Jonathan and Suzy, would that be talking about anybody in particular, or is this your timeline of events for the whole Josh thing, I guess? Just
Yeah.
abbreviated, okay.
Yeah. So talking about him wooing them.
It's kind of like,
And
when
she
you have
can
an
provide
iPhone.
context for that.
Yeah, I remember you said that they were really close to Jonathan and Suzy because they thought they were gonna, I guess, take over.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the thing with the kids in bed? Can you show it to me? It says Pulliston and kids in bed.
Okay, so that same year that I saw the pool incident that I saw was that one with the airplane. Yeah. So that same year, a different time of that trip, I was walking in the hall, and both were in the bed. And you know how like when you catch kids, like they were both like kind of under the covers. You know when you catch kids like doing something, like today my kids stole my phone and they were looking at the Target app. They both kind of freeze, you know. So they just were like they both popped up and froze, and I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, nothing. And I just like kept walking. I was in the hall, they were in the bed. They just weren't going back, and I was like, I just caught the kids like being like, kind of funny, you know. Could have just been being kids, but it just caught my attention.
Okay.
So it's explained down in here too.
Okay. Okay, so this is just a summary.
Yeah,
of that?
summary, then you
Okay,
get into
gotcha.
some more details, yeah.
Okay. Understood.
actually think it's soothing.
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a sound machine.
Heard it for months, so now it's just...
Yeah.
Since I guess that part about the kiss, I didn't emphasize my questioning last time, but was it like a peck on the lips, or was it like a full-on adult, like, gross kiss?
Yeah, I could show you on her. It was pretty gross.
Was it? Okay.
Kind of like this. Like, his lips were like open. I just remember because he used to have braces, and I just would be like, oh, that's disgusting.
It wasn't just like a.
It
It was like a.
a good 2 seconds.
Okay.
Hold there, and she's just kind of like.
And she was
Writhing.
turning away. And the thing that I remember seeing is he was like right in front of her, and he was like this much, I mean, literally like this close.
Yeah.
And he was like down on her level, and he kept whispering, "Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss." And he wouldn't leave her alone. It was so weird. You're like, leave her alone. Like, she doesn't want a kiss. Like, that's so strange. She's not even your kid. Like, I wouldn't even do that with my own kids. That was one of the things that we mentioned to everyone. We're like, that was weird.
Yeah.
Why were you doing that? Why were you incessant?
Yeah. It sounds gross.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Really.
Yeah, just thank you for putting that in perspective for me. So you meant just 2 mentions of the drawings. Have you seen the drawings yourself?
I never saw them myself.
You just what you
Suzy told me about them.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's Who's Maddie?
That was Joni's personal assistant prior to the current lady.
Okay.
Who. What do I need to tell him what happened?
If it's not anything to Joshua, I was just curious.
Okay.
What about Sylvia and Edith?
Edith is our cleaning lady, and Sylvia is Joni's.
Okay. Do you know what they've seen? This is eyewitness account.
Edith says that she didn't see anything. Sylvia says that trip that Josh came out and announced to everyone. Was the announcement that I saw him naked? Was that the same year? Yeah, that was the same year that I saw the pool stuff and the kids in the bed stuff. Yeah, that was all that same year. Yes.
No, from what I remember, the pool and you was the year prior, where he said that she walked in on him when he was showering or something.
And she witnesses what he said to her, right? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Sylvia.
So we talked to her yesterday, and we said, because remember we were outside and there's 2 versions of events, so we didn't know which one was true. So when we went to this letter, we asked her, we said, "Hey, were you there? Did you see what happened?" And she said, "Yeah, I did see what happened." And
Go ahead. She said that she saw go upstairs and Josh followed her upstairs.
yeah, she said that she said that she heard her say, "I want to go swimming." Suzy said, "Okay," Josh was there in the kitchen or something. Suzy said, "Okay, go upstairs and go change." And she went to go change, and then Josh followed. And that was one of the reasons why we wanted to talk to you, because that just confirms to me that something's off.
Well, then she also said that same trip that she saw
Yeah,
Josh,
this
which
too.
is the first time I've ever heard. This was yesterday, so less than 24 hours ago, that she saw Josh floating with in the pool and kissing her on her neck, in her face, in her head, incessantly.
And she remembers thinking, "Why would you do that? She's just a baby."
She
And
was
that's
like
weird.
3, 4.
3 at the time, yeah. 'Cause
Where did this take place?
On one of those trips, I
In
can't.
the
So
pool.
Florida.
Yeah.
So we wanted
This
to
is
come
when
back.
he had the easiest access to her. That was like not, alarming, and so that's why I think all these things were happening in those moments. I don't know what was happening while we were here in Texas because it's a lot more compartmentalized here. We never saw any of them
Because
outside
we're never
of
with
work.
them. But we were all there together. And when I heard that from her, it just solidified for me at the time that when it all went down, I do think my initial thought was that he did do something. But because of all the years and because of the two version of events and just honestly, I have trust issues with people on both sides of the situation. I did, you know, it's taken a while to gather our thoughts, and going back to this letter and then talking to her, it just confirmed to me what my gut said all those years ago. And so, because I told him, I said, if you heard someone say, go up and change, why would you follow them up the stairs?
Yeah, it's just, okay, I'm confused now. Is this the one where he had his son with him?
Yes.
In theory.
Israel, in theory, he didn't have him with him?
We don't know. We were outside.
Oh, okay.
Well, probably, that's why it is confusing.
And that's why we haven't known. It's been so hard for us to navigate because of all the other stuff. But if, like, when we go down to the bare things,
I do think that Jonathan Lamb came out and did say that yes, Josh had Judah, his son, with him at that time at the scene of the naked. You know.
But in my mind, there's no to me that I don't understand. And everyone's like, well, he wasn't doing anything. Well, Jonathan ran up immediately after him. I don't think he had time. Which I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, why would you follow someone upstairs if you heard someone say that? So to me, it's suspicious.
The other thing that Sylvia said yesterday is that when they went down to the family, or when Josh and Rachel, Jonathan and Suzy, Marcus and Joni went down to the basement after the incident to try and, like, restore, repair, whatever, Israel and went with Sylvia out to the pool, and Israel said that...
I don't remember what she said.
Yeah, she said that...
what did he say? It was something like...
Josh and they were naked in the same room, which is even different than what the story that Jonathan and Suzy are... So it's like, I don't know if you've had a chance to talk to the kids, but...
I have it's a little more difficult process to talk to the kids.
I bet, yeah, I can only imagine.
But I'll probably reach, if you can send me her contact info.
See, okay, here's the thing. She is absolutely terrified to talk to anybody.
Okay.
And she was, like, very upset that I had her included in that letter. Again, the letter, I was never meaning to, get anyone in trouble with this. It was just, like, what I had, So I don't know how to do that because, she's terrified for, her job and her livelihood and...
Well, ultimately, you guys know her better than I do. But if she could have any kind of, anything that could help further this case, whether to show that he did something or not, I think it would be beneficial. I mean, it's for a child, so.
I know.
Yeah, and it sounds like she might have a close relationship with that child, too.
Yeah, I mean, she did. It was all kind of a family thing, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you could talk to her when you see her next.
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So does she know that you all had her listen in this thing?
Yeah, because I
told her
said
yesterday.
I'm going to go talk to a detective.
Okay.
No,
I thought we were trying to keep all this.
she found that out yesterday.
Okay.
And then we found out yesterday she confirmed a version, and I trust her.
Okay.
So.
Well, let me continue on a little bit.
Did y'all tell Edith and everyone else too? About her being included in this?
Yeah, I asked Edith if she was...
I thought we were trying to keep all this low profile, if you will.
As low as we possibly can with getting to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
As low as we possibly can with getting to the bottom of it.
Which Edith said she didn't see anything. So.
So you're going to talk to Sylvia.
Mm-hmm.
And what is her title again?
She's just a cleaning lady.
For
Joni.
Does Joni know?
No, and that's why she's terrified.
But she saw something sketchy on her own, too. that we didn't see with him, with her. So it's like all these different accounts. I mean, it's something. I mean, I know it's not.
It's not smoking gun, but every bit helps regardless in either way, so.
Yeah. You just say what you know and.
Let me mute my phone real quick. Just shut it down.
This is long, babe.
I
It
don't
is
know.
pretty long. I thought it was gonna be like a.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Honestly, I never thought.
It was my goal. My goal this year is to read more books.
You don't need to apologize for it. We were trying to make sense of what was going on.
Yeah.
You were getting all your thoughts down. It's like when you
I never
journal.
touched it again since, so there's never.
That's why there's spelling errors. When I
cleaning
started
up.
reading it, I was like, oh, and then I realized, oh, because this was never a formal letter. It's like when you have an iPhone, you just jot all your thoughts down like a
Notes,
journal.
yeah.
That's literally what that is.
So I guess when you referenced Denise, is that Denise Boggs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess was she a counselor for the family?
Yes.
And before all this stuff?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
she was involved through the whole spiel.
Gotcha, okay.
The rest of what you're gonna read are
Versus.
verses, yeah, biblical verses.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the most part.
Spiritual stuff. It's like Denise's teachings.
I think so.
I can see some relevancy in a lot of it, just for documentation purposes. Do you know the process with getting the Attorney General to redact stuff for public records? There is a process, but.
Well, yeah, that's a long process.
Yeah.
It's it'll take weeks or months that happen.
I mean, my concern is transparency. So if we redact anything, people are going to come out and accuse us of being corrupt and all that stuff again. So, you know, just saying, there's both sides of everything. So I was just curious, is there a way to get the full unredacted copy, but get it redacted after the fact?
Say that again?
Like, is there a way to get this copy, but get it redacted for like open records purposes? The Attorney General or something like that, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'd have to check in it because I know that's a long process to do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just hoping you're able to, as you said, on the phone, look at this, review it, and then be
Yeah.
able to quote from it, or perhaps even as used for you to follow up with anything necessary,
Mhm.
such as I think now you're saying
Sylvia?
the Sylvia person.
Yeah,
Have her
yeah.
interview.
Yeah, it's just, I'm thinking that this is a whole thing. I mean, really the only bits I wouldn't need would be the Bible verses at the very end. 'Cause there's some stuff that could be construed as, relevant. So, I don't want to get your stuff out there at all.
Yeah, I know.
But I gotta do the whole transparency thing too, So I'm not trying to demand it right now.
Yeah, well, let me do this. Let me check into what that process is, because I haven't done that in years.
Okay.
But I do know the last time I did it, it took quite a while to get it done.
I can.
Because when you send it to the AT's office, and they have to vet it and
Yeah.
everything, and get back with some preliminary opinions, and then a final opinion about what can be and cannot be, and all that.
Yeah. It would be very helpful for the case just to have it, but
Okay.
I don't want to air your stuff out there, so that's the concern.
Because once the case is closed, it goes public?
Once the case is closed, every detail about the case can be requested publicly. But I'm not familiar with the process because I don't do the record stuff, but I know the Attorney General can, after the fact, can go back and redact certain aspects of things with the, I guess, if they approve it. So if you guys were to, if I had this whole thing unredacted, you guys can contact the Attorney General and they can redact it for open record stuff, if that makes sense.
No, but I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Well, what does it take to close the case? Like an arrest or a non-arrest, basically, like where
You have to say, hey, there's no way to prove that he did it, or he's been arrested. So that's.
And you talked to Jonathan and Suzy?
I talked to them on occasion. Yeah.
And are you going to talk to the kids? Are you waiting on them to be able to talk to them?
That's complicated. So yeah, that's the best way I can put it. It's complicated. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Some of it I can't disclose at this time. So,
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll check into all that and get back with you. So you are wanting to follow up with Sylvia?
she might just say she's too scared to talk to you.
Okay.
So if you haven't,
I wouldn't be doing my job even halfway decent if I didn't try to talk to her.
Yeah, I get it. And I had a feeling that you were gonna ask that. You know what? I don't know. I think the best bet is that you just ask her if she'll meet with
I'll
him.
talk to her.
Yeah.
I have no issue asking.
I had two other questions I was going to ask either one of you guys, whoever get it. Can I get a copy of that NDA? Like, it doesn't have to be a signed copy or anything. I just want to know what it entails.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other side is claiming it's NDA for this stuff.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not. It's
That's-
really basic, right?
I mean, it's
I
just
just
a regular executive NDA that's, you know.
Yeah, I just wanted to read it.
Sure.
See, but another thing, you guys mentioned that you had some other friends that said Jonathan was doing this to kind of climb the corporate ladder. Would any of those friends be willing to talk to me about it?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think even if I don't trust their motivations 100%, I do think something happened to her.
Yeah.
And I mean, she was scared to come to Daystar. She was affected. Something happened, and I do think something probably happened here.
Here being Daystar.
No, I think in Colleyville, probably their house or something.
Oh yeah, that's for sure where it happened. Is Colorado. Because
Because that's where they all live.
I don't know. I just would have to think about that.
Just asking. I mean, I'm not looking for names or anything right now. Just
Right.
see if they're open to it.
Okay. You think about it and
Yeah, we'll
let
talk.
me know about Sylvia too.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do what we can.
Okay.
Well, we'll do it. You know, not just what we can. We'll talk.
Yeah, and the letter would be helpful. I'm not going to reference it at this point, but if you can see if they would redact it or anything, then I appreciate it.
You know,
He's waiting for the trees to be
yeah, let me look into that. Okay.
So what are the implications if we just give him the letter? Basically, is that I'm putting myself out for when the case is closed.
When the case is closed, if
The social
Somebody
media
wants-
trolls can
Yeah.
get it and then
Yeah.
do a whole thing with it.
you say this is what the letter was, and
Well. Okay.
So do we have like a time frame on this kind of stuff? 'Cause-
I'd prefer it sooner than later. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Give me a time frame on if this
like
is
getting
back
them
to
charged
them.
and like dealt with.
Oh, what are you talking?
Oh,
what
yeah.
now?
That
Getting-
depends. That
Getting
depends.
Josh charged and dealt with.
That depends. I mean, if I get all the pieces of the puzzle, then I can give more of a definitive answer on that. But as of right now, I can't tell you like it's gonna be this day, this time, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I've, some of these cases, this is not my longest standing case. I have one that's been going on for a long time. And I got some that are immediately get the case, they get arrested right then. So it depends. There's a lot of information in this whole thing. If you guys have noticed, so
Yeah.
a lot of people involved. So.
Everybody's not vultures. Wait, pounce.
Okay, do you have anything else for Detective
We just
Nick?
need the truth, not all the noise, the truth to come up
Yeah.
and dealt with.
Yeah, there's
That's
a lot
what
of
we-
noise. So.
Yeah,
There's a
I don't
lot of
want
noise.
noise. I just want to bring what's true and get it handled. However it's supposed to be
Because we're
handled.
living in it right now, you know?
Well, and
It's
if
getting
there's
really tiring.
Well, yeah, and the reason why for us is that regardless of everything that's going on and all the things that go along with it, if he is a pedophile and he is doing this, we need him dealt with. Period. For our niece and for
As a
any other
society.
kid, you know, and so that's why we're bringing everything that we have.
No, I completely agree with you. And on the other end of that too, if he didn't do any of this stuff, I want to clear that up for you
Exactly.
guys and the family. So.
Yeah, we just want whatever.
Yeah, like have we seen this polygraph?
Have you seen the polygraph?
That's not admissible in court. I mean,
Yeah.
but
They just keep referencing it to
Yeah,
us
so-
as like
As
this incredible thing
proof.
that keeps them clear.
okay.
Is that even true?
I don't know enough about polygraphs to tell you that or not, but I don't ever go that route for polygraph or stuff. So.
Okay. Alright, well, I will talk to them and
All right, Doc. Detective, thank you. Appreciate your time. Appreciate it. Yeah. You have my cell number for us, and reach out
yeah.
to me, and I'll do the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. I guess the next thing is if you guys just give me the NDA.
Yeah. NDA.
Thank you, sir.
You have a ready copy of that?
To see the article concerning these police interviews with additional facts and details, see the link in the description. And just a reminder that the Roy's Report is viewer-supported. So if you appreciate investigations like these, please visit julieroys.com/donate to make a tax-deductible donation. Again, that's julieroys.com/donate. Also, please make plans to join us for the Restore Conference this April in Dallas.
We need to be talking about spiritual abuse and religious trauma.
This is a place where it's safe for those who have been hurt in churches. It is also a place for people to learn more about how to respond to those situations, and it is much needed.
Walking into the room, even taking the platform today, felt so safe. There was no nerves, there was no anything. There is an atmosphere of support and camaraderie and love that's here.
I think that it's really become a kind of a refuge. It's become a green pasture for people to come find one another. And so many times there's a solace. There is a restoration just in finding someone else that's experienced what you've experienced.
To know that there are people from all over the country, all over the world, who have experienced these same things, and they are uniting in Christ for healing, and I just think it's a beautiful experience.
It's not that we don't love the church, it's actually that we do love the church very, very much. And that's why we're having these kinds of conversations. It makes me feel less alone when I can talk with someone who's had a shared experience like that.
It was so cool to see, the room is packed and folks are eager to engage. They're encouraged, but they're also encouraging one another. And I believe that this is so good because the need is so great.
This conference is not only for those who've been victimized and hurt, but it is for people who want to be the answer now to what, sadly, the church in the last 30 to 40 years has covered up. And those who want to be on the cutting edge of how God is moving to vindicate, to show his justice, to bring his healings.
I just so believe in the power of story, and we need to unite. And so I just would welcome any survivor to come and know that you will be loved, you will be heard, you will be seen, and this is just a safe place for all of us.
We celebrate what God is doing. We celebrate that those that have been hurt and wounded by the church, that there's a place that they can come that's safe, and they can find healing, and they can find community, and they can be ministered to. We celebrate that. It is so amazing. And at the same time, we grieve that, right? I mean, how sad is it that we need to have a conference for people who have been wounded by the very place, the very institution that should be ministering healing to them.